And welcome to Steve and Tiffany's Country Corner today. Tiffany, are we ready for a musical treat?
I'm always ready for a musical treat.
Well, let's not waste any time. This is our chance to get a country star sort of in our corner and get to know them. And maybe, you never know, even get a treat of a musical performance. It's always worth asking, right, Tiff?
Only if we're nice, which I know is hard for you, but only if we're nice.
I'll do my darndest. Let's bring in our special guest, James Robert Webb. James, hello.
Yay!
Welcome, sir.
What's going on?
Well, we've never met, so it's a pleasure to meet you. We have heard you, of course, because we play your songs all the time.
Thank you.
I kind of want to lead in with, say again?
Nice to meet you, Steve and Tiffany.
Oh, well,
thank you.
Thank you. We don't get that a lot. So, James, it's weird. I always feel like I should refer to you as Dr. James because for those who don't know, you're not only a country artist, but you are truly a practicing doctor, correct?
That's true. In fact, right after this, I've got to drive through the ice to go see some patients. So yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow.
What a story that is. And you just divide your time between practicing medicine and making music?
Pretty much, yeah. And
you gotta have a full day. I mean, do you have any spare time at all? Any downtime for James?
Not a lot, kind of like when I'm going to bed at night. I might watch a little bit. But, it's something I enjoy. I mean, so that's good, right? So I like to be able to help people in medicine, and maybe I write a song that helps people too.
Wow,
that sounds great. Which one? I have to ask, which one came first? Was it the idea of being a doctor or music?
Well, music really came first, definitely since I was a little kid. But I think I kind of, one of the things I put that on the back burner a little bit professionally because to have a great day job,
right?
For my music career.
That's really cool. Hey, you can fix yourself or diagnose yourself if you're sick for a performance, so it works out.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard James yet, you will, and we certainly play him on the radio. Tiffany and I we don't break it down too deep. We don't sit there and go, oh, let's compare this artist to that artist. But when we first heard you kind of burst on the scene, if you will, we're like, he's got a throwback sound. And I don't know if that's fair to say throwback, because that could go like way, way back.
Sure.
But I hear so many greats that must have been influential in your world, because Tiffany and I were listening. I go, there's a little Tracy Byrd there. And then Tiffany, what did you say? Garth?
I said Garth Brooks. Yeah, there's a little Garth Brooks in there too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's all that, especially, Tracy Byrd, somebody that I probably didn't really recognize coming up, but now I go back and listen to his stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, I heard that on the radio or something, growing up. Garth definitely, is one because I think the drama and the storytelling and maybe it's also the accent, and being from Oklahoma, or the way we say things. Toby Keith, Brooks and Dunn, of course, all those in country music, and I kind of listen to everything. So I take that as a compliment. I don't want to we're not trying to do like a Brooks and Dunn tribute album or something, or a George Jones, tribute show. But I think you have to pay homage to the people that came before you, because that's the only way you get to somewhere new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the roots of country music.
It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you're an instrumentalist as well. You play guitar. Have you been doing that since you were a little kid?
Yeah. I mean, piano is my main instrument. Probably I play drums and play guitar, but guitar is the easiest to carry around, right? Get a melody across. So yeah, I play a lot of different instruments and kind of have since I was little. Some of my first memories are probably being like 4 and banging on a piano at my parents' house. So
I love how he just like bangs it out now, like he's surrounded by all of his instruments. That's great.
Oh wow, that's cool. Now, how close are you to the drum kit?
Across the room, and I'm just setting it back up. I've got an electronic Simmons kit and trying to get it set back up. We just had some water damage during COVID, and so we had to like redo the studio. So I just posted like something like a time lapse of trying to set that stuff back up a couple of days ago.
And James, I know you're busy on multiple fronts. You're a doctor as well. We talked about that, but you still get out and play. So has the COVID situation, obviously it's curbed all live entertainment in a big way over the last, hard to believe, almost a year now. Do you miss that? Has it has it helped inspire you to write and do more music in your house? Did it have a inspirational effect like that, or is it just hard?
I think it's hard for everybody, but I think my wife put it the best. Like, in the middle of COVID, she's like, well, I get to spend, all this time with my favorite 5 people in the world. So, it is a matter of perspective. But yeah, definitely it put the brakes on touring and shows, just kind of when we're building. But yeah, for me, I've spent a lot of time, writing, and, like I wrote 2 songs yesterday. Like I have a pretty full writing schedule with people, and I write with other songwriters and artists. And yeah, so that's just, looking to what's new and trying to make, trying to write that "If Tomorrow Never Comes" kind of song, or whatever, some Garth Brooks or whatever, to kind of write a kind of game changer.
Well, I tell you, we'd love to hear something right now. I know your new single, and I don't want to mispronounce this. It's Ofusky Whiskey. Am I getting it right?
That's right. So it's Oak Fusky Whiskey. So kind of like oak tree, like for Oklahoma. And it's an Indian name. So there's like a lot of those, like Okmulgee and Muskogee. But yeah, Oak Fusky. Yeah, you said it right.
And we have to give you congratulations, by the way, because we saw that's the #1 most added song on Music Row Magazine Country Breakout Chart. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think we made it like #6 on the Texas charts too, which is kind of weird, which is awesome. I love that. But yeah, #1 on Music Row. I think it's the first time. It's always like, we always have a lot of support, which we really appreciate. And but usually there's somebody, Miranda Lambert or somebody's like sneaking ahead of us. But yeah, the stars are all aligned. So that was like a really cool feather in the cap.
Yeah, a round of applause for that. Fantastic. Yeah. Well,
Yeah. I forgot to bring the sparklers and stuff. Sorry.
Next time.
Next time I was going to throw, but
well,
gosh.
James, we'll be quiet on our end. If you want to play a tune for us, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, you want me to do a kind of stripped down version of Oak Fusky Whiskey, or?
That'd be great.
Love it.
Absolutely.
All right, sweet. All right. Let me see if I can adjust this. Halfway between Deep Fork and the Buckeye Creek, amongst the briar thickets and the blackjack trees, Papa lived there in a rusty tin roof shack, with the blacksmith's forge that poured out clouds of smoke out back. And when the markets crashed and the hard times came, all of the other way, and he played Oak Fusky Whiskey, Papa brewed from Oklahoma corn. Oak Fusky Whiskey, yeah, burn like fire straight out of his forge. Oak Fusky Whiskey. All the way from Boulder down to New Orleans, and every one-horse map downtown in between. He was hauling 100 proof out underneath the stars, long before the interstates and Dale Earnhardt, shipping shining that Pontiac with the trucks auctioning back. Oak Fusky Whiskey, Papa brewed from Oklahoma corn. Oak Fusky Whiskey, yeah, burn like fire straight out of his forge. Oak Fusky Whiskey. To this day, over there on Shannon Hill, the revenuers never found my granddad still. But I got in the blacksmith and fired up that forge, and There's a brick on a stump about 100 yards south of the porch. So when midnight comes, leave a 20 and a 5. When you come back, you'll find Fusky whiskey. It's still brewed from Oklahoma corn. Fusky whiskey still burn like fire straight out of his forge. Nook Fusky whiskey. Nook Fusky whiskey.
Wow, that's great, especially that last note.
I know. I was like, okay.
The family's awake now, aren't they?
They are awake, exactly. It's hard to sing sitting in a chair there, That's the one.
Yeah.
I bet, yeah.
That was great. Do you have any animals in the house? You got any dogs, cats, pets, chickens, anything like that?
We don't here. I have a farm that's about 30 minutes away that my youngest daughter just got a horse, so we're out riding it quite a bit every week. So but we don't have any in the house because everybody's allergic to like dogs.
Oh.
But I do have puppies and all that kind of stuff.
The reason I was asking was whenever you see someone, and this is the day and age of Zoom, we all know this, we're all coming to each other virtually, that when an artist like yourself is performing there for us, I was just waiting to hear a dog howling or a cat. Your backup vocals.
What was that one Brooks and Dunn song, Hillbilly Deluxe, at the beginning?
Talking about the social imprint, we're talking about all the success you've had and all the ads and everything into radio. But I also read, and I think this may become the benchmark by which all successful artists will be measured, and that is TikTok views. Because I read you're like close to like 700,000 views or something on TikTok.
Yeah, we've got. I have one video that's I don't know. It's got like 800,000 or something views on it. Like one. If all of them did that, would be great. I think my last. I don't know. I did one yesterday. I'm not sure what it's at, but the one before that, I have 30 views or something. So TikTok's kind of spotty, but there's one. For me, it's usually the ones people respond to the most are just me being goofy, which is which I am, so that's good.
That's a good thing. Have you tackled any of the TikTok dances? Because Tiffany's the big TikTok fan on the show, and she's always trying to get me to do the dolphin or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but maybe Tiffany may just have to throw down a challenge on TikTok or something.
I may have to. Look, Steve knows. I'll come in the next day. He's like, "What did you do last night?" I was like 6 hours on TikTok. It's fine. I'm practicing.
At least she's honest, right?
I know. I mean, the truth is strong with this one. I like that.
It's true.
I'll tell you, that's inspiration for the show, though. James, now that you've committed publicly here, I think at some point when we're really hurting for material, we're just going to link up in our country corner during the morning show, and Tiffany will teach you how to do one of the silly TikTok dances, and you'll do it live.
Let's do it.
All right. Sweet. All right.
We'll make you even more TikTok famous than you already are.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
James Robert Webb is with us. We can't thank you enough for the time. We love hearing your music. We love playing your music. I'd say best of luck with the new single, but I think it's going to do fine without me saying that. So, but best of luck.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you all. Y'all are so sweet. And thanks for having me on. I had a great time getting to know you a little bit better.
Oh, the pleasure was all of ours. And I'm serious when I say we're going to hold you to the whole TikTok dancing thing. So get ready, practice a little bit. We're coming at you in like a month. All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
James Robert Webb. Thank you. Have a good one.